Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the War for Cybertron Siege 6-gun figure. So what we're going to do in this video, we're going to unbox him live in a second and have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We're going to then see which way he looks best in either mode, and of course we're going to do some powering up with some of the figures. We'll do some comparisons with his original G1 self, and we'll see how he looks with some of the newer versions of the rest of his minions. So let's have a look at him. As I said, I'm lucky enough that this guy's already open. I got a great deal off one of the Facebook selling groups. As I said on the video of the unboxing, it was TF UK buy, sell and trade page, and again it was super cheap. I missed this first time around, so I'm really excited to have a proper look at him, especially as I suppose I'm lucky enough as well to have the Thrilling 30 metroplex, so it'll look even better when I can put them all together. So we've got this lovely bit of backing card, we've got the instructions and even the safety bit there, of course, and here is 6-gun. So what I'm going to do, as I say, because I haven't really got to cut him out, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to take him out, we'll do some first impressions, and then what we'll do is we're going to separate him into all his pieces, just so if anybody's wondering if theirs is complete, we can have a look at all them as well. Let me just take this bit off here. So here we go then, first impressions. And to be honest, I do like the guy. I really wanted him first time around, but if anybody remembers, this guy was released just at the pretty much start of most of the lockdowns around the world, including us. So at the time I was a bit too, well, yeah, didn't want to be spending the money on him, but I regretted it ever since. And then you just end up forgetting about a figure, and I'm very impressed with him. There's probably not much point in doing articulation of him, because obviously he is going to pull apart into loads of different pieces. As you saw, I just took him out and his leg came off, but he looks really good. So first impressions of him, like, I like it. I think he looks fantastic. What I'm going to do now then, we're going to break him up into all his pieces, and then we'll show you them all, just so if you know if yours is complete or not. Okay, so this is just a quick bonus segment. This is for anybody like myself who's buying second hand and they want to know that they've got all the pieces. So we've got the 2 black guns, we've got the 2 red guns, we've got, I suppose it's the upper torso part, the arms, the legs, and I suppose again this would be the mid torso part. So if, like me, you're buying second hand, you want to make sure that you've got all of these pieces here. Right, let's have a look at him in his alternate mode. Right then, so here he is in his alternate mode, and if I'm going to be honest, I actually really like this. I think it looks very good, but I don't agree with the fact that they're saying that it's a tank. It looks far more like a ship or some sort of flying object to me, and I'm sure most other people would agree with that as well. I do really like it. I think it looks very good. Of course, you can really power this up, I would imagine, with loads of the other blast effects and the other weapons, because there's still a lot of portholes available either side of the fists, etc. So you could really, again, if you wanted to, add a load of things to this. And I suppose that, you know, it does just give it an alternate mode that the original Generation 1 figure didn't have. I've tried to replicate it and you just can't. I mean, all you can do is literally take the chest off the front, turn it round, and that's as close as you're gonna get. You can't move the legs up or anything, but of course this was never supposed to really transform. I just did that for a bit of fun to see how it looked. But again, yeah, let's have a look at it. It looks good. These do genuinely, I think, look a bit like wind turbines, so I don't know why they said it was a tank. I think a jet would have been far more believable, especially with these being, like, you know, boosters for him to fly off, or maybe, I don't know. It looks far more like something that flies than some tank to me. So what we're going to do now, because this is like a parts former, I'm going to take him to pieces and I'm going to power him up with the Ironhide. It's not the official Siege Ironhide, it is the one after, but what I want to do is recreate this image here if I can. So we're going to come back and he's going to be powered up onto him. Let's have a look at it. Okay then, so this is the first mode that's in the instructions, and again it is the one on the back of the box, just with a different Ironhide. So what we've got is his legs form the feet part of Ironhide, the torso part forms a shield with the guns on the top, and then at the back you've got the main part, which was the bottom of the torso and the arms, which fit lovely on to the back of him. And again, it makes it look brilliant. I really like these parts forming, weaponizers, battle masters, whatever you want to call them. I just wasn't impressed at first, but I really like the idea of them now, because this is, you know, what toys are about. These are things that, you know, that allow you to play with your imagination, just go crazy with them. This one's brilliant. I'm going to show you now the other one that's in the instructions as well. For those of you who want to know or want to see the instructions, what we've got is, I've just done the middle one there, but it was done on side swipe. So what I'm going to do now is do the massive blaster, which is there at the bottom. Let's have a look at that one then. Okay, so here's another one of the images in the instructions. What you can do is you can make this rather large and, I suppose we can say, ridiculously sort of oversized cannon. I'm going to try and attempt to get a side swipe to balance holding him, but to be honest, I don't think I can. I'm just going to show you how big it actually is. Again, this is in the instructions. I didn't make this one up. I'm going to be doing some ones a bit later with the ones that I make up myself, but what you've got here is, this was of course the middle part of his torso, and this was the top part, and that's where he's holding onto it. But again, it just shows you how versatile that these things are, and exactly what you can do with them. You can just literally power them up and make some really crazy things out of them. I just think it's a great idea. So what we're going to do now, we're going to come back with him in robot mode, do a few more comparisons, and of course see him with the rest of Metroplex's minions. Right, so we're back for the final time. He's built back up into his robot mode, and this is the way that I'm going to be displaying him. Again, he looks brilliant. I love the fact that you can pretty much choose how you want to put him with his different weapons. Before I show you that, what I'm going to do is a very quick, again, comparison with the Generation 1 figure. I mean, obviously they are absolutely worlds apart, but it's just nice to see where the idea and everything came from. So let's go back and have a look at this guy. So what you can do, these guns that are attached to the back, you can obviously detach them. You can pop these in his hands, so he can have either the black guns in his hands like so, like that, and again, it looks brilliant. And then of course, if you wanted to, you can take the red guns off. Maybe even you could put the black ones. Yep, you can. Let me just see if I can do this whilst reaching over the camera. Let's put the black ones in there. Let's take these ones out. Let's put the black ones in here. And then let's see what these look like as well. So there you go. So I've put these over as cannons, and I've put the red ones in his hands as well. There's just so much you can do with this. I'm going to have a right play with this and see how many different modes I can do when I get a bit of free time. But just to, yeah, I like that. I like the look of that as well. But just to wrap this video up, let's just put him next to some of the other figures, pretty much ones we've used already in the Siege line, see how he fits. And especially, I suppose, we should put him with this guy. And I will do a video as well with him and Scamper as well. But there you go, guys. Great figure. A bit gutted now that I missed out on him when he first came out, but glad I've got him now. And again, if you guys have missed out, he's a great addition to your, I suppose, yeah, Generations toy lineup. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.